Welcome to this week's episode of Down and Distance. It's Monday, September 26th, and this week we're going to be talking about road teams on a road. But let's check out some highlights from this week. Kansas State, Oklahoma. Kansas State scores first on a first and goal. They managed to get the ball back and score once again. They're at 14-0 on number 16 in the AP poll. But wait, Oklahoma answers back at their own 45, deep play down the sideline, 20-10 touchdown. Oklahoma's back in it. They managed to get a defensive stop, left-handed throw, in case you didn't know, into the end zone, touchdown. We're going to the fourth quarter. Kansas State's got a 7-point lead and finds a way to make that 2 scores. But wait, Oklahoma's not done yet. They find a way to get in the end zone to keep this still a 1-score game. All right, 3rd and 16. Oklahoma's last chance to stay in this ball game, and they let him run right down the middle of the field to the sideline, escaping Oklahoma defenders. He's inside the 5. They managed to score. But wait, Oklahoma's still not done yet. He finds a man wide open in the end zone. Touchdown. Onside kick. Does Oklahoma have any magic left? Nope. Kansas State pulls up the upset 41-34. All right, number 20, Florida. 11, Tennessee. This game's got some crazy highlights. First play, Florida making juke moves, getting off the Tennessee defenders into the end zone for the first touchdown of the ball game. On the second quarter, Tennessee is looking to retake their lead. Wide open, one-on-one, just inside the 5. They managed to score the next play. All right, and they managed to get the ball back. Deep play. How did he catch that diving catch? Wow, that's got to be the catch of the week. Probably the catch of the season right there. Anyway, third quarter, here we go. And he's into the end zone, and Tennessee extends their lead on a big, long 3rd and goal. All right. Still, late in the third quarter, under pressure, he takes off and runs. He's got blockers. He's creating missed tackles down the sideline. He's inside the 15. Wow. Tennessee scores up 10. Florida going for the 4th and 2. And he throws it deep down the field. No one expected that. They get it. All right, here we go. On to the fourth quarter now. Same drive. Going deep. And it is caught. In the red zone. Florida is not done yet. They go for it on a 4th and 2. Their last chance in this ball game. He runs it and gets past defenders. Touchdown. They go for 2. Stupid decision. Stupid answers. Yet they failed. Second and goal. They get the ball back. Second and goal. Easy touchdown. But because they went for it last time, they got to do it again. Here we go. 2-point conversion. Same results. Tennessee ends up winning 38-33. All right, it's now time for the game of the week. And this game was no surprise, no letdown. Early in the first quarter, Clemson going up 2 scores early on the game. Wake Forest, do they have an answer? Let's find out. 1st and 10, shot the end zone, caught. 1-point game. 1-score game. All right. They managed to get the ball back, get a stop. Now they got 3rd and 13. They want to take a shot down the sideline. Got it. And inside the 5, here we go. Nice play. Nice grab. Touchdown. All right. It's 17-14 now. And guess what? Wake Forest managed to get the ball back. They got a touchdown, get the lead. And they're looking to extend their lead right now. Touchdown. They're now up 28-20 over Clemson. What a lead. And they're looking to pull up an upset. But wait, Clemson on a 3rd and 18, their own 33-yard line. take a sheet, find the receiver, got it. Inside the 10, second and goal. Finds an open receiver, falls down, end zone. Touchdown. We got ourselves the ball game, 28-all. Inside the third quarter. Take a shot at the end in the corner of the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown. Wake regains the lead. Wow. Clemson still not going away. They're still fighting in this. On a 3rd and 9. Take a shot deep down the sideline. It is caught. Wow. 3rd and goal. Same drive. He muscles his way into the end zone. Touchdown is the call. Pylon camera. Is he in? Yes, he is. Tie ball game. Into the fourth quarter we go. 2nd and 13. Wake Forest. Field goal. Anything. Try to win the game. No, he gets sacked. Overtime. Here we come. Wake gets ball first to the 3rd and 3. He finds a wide open man. How did he get that wide open? Anyway, Wake's up first. Clemson's ball next. How are they going to respond? They got a 3rd and 6. Find a shot at the corner end zone. Touchdown. All right, double overtime. How can Clemson respond after that? Well, on a 3rd and 6, he managed to find his tight end in the end zone. Diving catch. Touchdown. But wait. Wake Forest got a 4th and 6. Do they have any miracle left? No. Into 2 defenders. Knocked down. Clemson wins 51-45. Alright, let's check out some other games. I got more highlights coming on American Game Day. But let's check out some recaps of what other big, exciting games that happened this week. Georgia almost got upset to Kent State. They finally, I wouldn't say take over, but they finally managed to play some actual football or dirt-style football late in the fourth quarter. Michigan didn't look like themselves this week. Struggling in Maryland, but did end up finding a win, just like Michigan, or just like Georgia did in the fourth quarter. So, number 1 and 4 both stay alive. But wait, number 7 was in trouble, but managed to hang in there and stay alive. They were trailing 10-7 most of the game, but the second half they managed to find a way to win 17-14 over Oregon State. Don't sleep on Oregon State the rest of the season. They're a strong, competitive team. Anyway, A&M managed to pull off an upset against number 10 Arkansas, 23-21. I got more highlights in that game on American Game Day Saturday. Can't wait to see that one. Oregon struggling to Washington State, but managed to hang in there, stay alive, 44-41. They get that win. Baylor also defending Big 12 champs. Everyone knows they are favored in the Big 12, so they are the team to beat. Iowa State gave them a run for it. Not enough to beat them, though. Baylor wins 31-24. Alright, Texas Tech. Unbelievable show against, I couldn't believe it, ranked Texas. I don't even know why they're ranked, even when they lost to Alabama. So, I gotta give Texas Tech credit, kind of. I mean, they beat Texas 37-34. It was a close game, close battle. Don't sleep on Texas Tech the rest of the season. Anyway, Miami in trouble. Where is your defense, number 25? They're not 25 anymore. They lost to Middle Tennessee 45-31. I'm going to try and get some highlights for that Saturday as well. Anyway, the undefeated Jayhawks going against the Duke Blue Devils. Basketball rivalry now in football. We got basketball schools turning into football schools now. Kansas finds a way to win 35-27, and the favorite of the Big 12 apparently. And Jane Madison, first time in the FBS, first conference game in the Sun Belt now, and they take down America's favorite upstate team, App State. Wow! What a win, and they are now the only team in the FBS with no loss as an FBS team. Wow. Alright, let's check how I did on Pick'em this week. Ooh, 6 6-4. I'll take that. 33 points. I know it's not my highest points I see, but on the record, 6-4, not bad. I'm 24-16 on the season with 142 points. I had 41 points total in the Clemson-Wake Forest game. That game going to overtime did not help me at all, although I'll take it because that was an exciting game to watch. Double overtime. Wow. How did I do in my pick'em? Well, I'll go over it real quick for you. Alright, on number 1 points I got Baylor right. I'm glad I did. I put it 1 point because I was saying I had a chance of pulling out that upset. Also, I'm glad I picked Wake Forest at 2 because not only did they almost pull off that upset, they played great. They almost won that game. But they ended up losing. I'll gladly take the loss as long as it proves that I wasn't wrong about Wake Forest. Is that even though they may not win this game, but likely Wake Forest still has a shot at being an ACC championship game and still potentially win it. You can lose the regular season and win the conference game. Just like that. I could see teams do that before. Anyway, Michigan State let me down in Minnesota. I so wish I changed my pick to Minnesota because actually just hours before the game started, I was mostly leaning towards Minnesota. And if you watch American Game, you know that I was going back and forth on that game. Alright, next game. I got right. Tennessee. No doubt about that. Tennessee. Money. A&M. Money over Arkansas. USC. Almost got the money. I did, but it was close. Closer than I thought. Next game. Kansas. Money. Give me that 7 points right now over Duke. 8 and 9. Ooh, Oklahoma, North Carolina both let me down Saturday. I really thought they had it in them. Oregon. I had them at 10. I really thought that this is going to be their game. Really going to prove that, this is going to be their game that proved that they are great. They are going to be competitive in Pac-12. Washington State proved me wrong. Anyway, but Oregon still got the win, and I'll gladly take that 10 points. It didn't feel, it felt like a crazy 10 points to win right there. Alright, how'd I do against the spread? Now, I know on American Game Day, I did pick Wake Forest. I was very confident about it, but I wasn't 100% sure. I knew it was going to be a close competitive game. What I knew 100% sure of was Wake Forest was going to cover, and they did that. Clemson was 7.5 points favored. Clemson won by 6 points. I'll take the W on that one. Give me the W. I got the L on Cincinnati. They did not cover. I actually had Indiana covering, but it was 14.5 favored. The final score, Cincinnati 45-24. Cincinnati really looked like the team they're meant to be. Anyway, even though I did pick Tennessee to beat Florida, I knew it was going to be a really close game. Tennessee 9.5 point favored. Florida ends up covering. Got that right. Check. But Oregon didn't cover against Washington State. Oregon 6.5 point favored. Didn't get it. But they did win by 3 points. Ugh, they would have got one more touchdown. I would have gotten that. Anyway, Kentucky struggling to Northern Illinois, but just enough to get the game, but not enough to cover 45.5 points. Yeah, they barely... Northern Illinois scored 23 points. Yeah, that's pretty big. Anyway, Oklahoma, 13.5 point favored, mainly almost 2 touchdowns favored. They lost 41-34, as I already mentioned earlier in the show. Not a good pick for me. I should have went with Kansas State knowing the history of this game. Anyway, Ohio State covered me very well. 52-21 over Wisconsin. No letdown at all. 18.5 favored. Got that right. Okay, here's my embarrassment. You could screenshot this and put it on here. Yes, I did pick Vanderbilt to cover. Alabama was get in mind. Alabama was 40.5 point favor. And knowing Vanderbilt almost coming back in there and looking like, I'm not saying that they're a team that can knock out some SEC or be SEC favorites, but they can knock out some good SEC team. I was not picking Vanderbilt to win this game. I knew 100% Alabama was going to win. I knew they were going to win by 20. But really, 4.5 points, I really thought that Vanderbilt would have it within 30 points, really. Yeah, I'm greatly embarrassed about that. Anyway, USC should be embarrassed about this one. They were 7.5 point favored. They won by 30 points, 17-14 over Oregon State. And also, finally, Utah, the last game, they managed to cover barely 34-13. They were 15.5 point favor. Yeah, and I guess 49 points, and the total score was 96 in the Clemson and Wake Forest game. I should really just stick to picks because against the spread, I am not very good. I went 4-6 this week, only gets 40 points, 10 points for each. The season, I'm 16-24. With 160 points. I gotta say, that's terrible. I really need to do better based on how well I'm doing my picks right now. It's not that great. I might pick them, but the spread, I really need to do better. And I'm just embarrassed about the spread. Anyway, let's move on to overrated and underrated. First up, I got Miami. Overrated right now, losing to Middle Tennessee. They did not show up. They were ranked number 25, while they are not ranked no more. Alright. I cannot believe Miami was so overhyped this year. I knew coming into this season, yeah, they got a new head coach. He's done some amazing things at Oregon. But I will tell you this. He is not going to turn things around the first year. Just like Oklahoma, how they lost to, although Oklahoma does have better talent, Miami is coming off a rebuilding year. It's going to take him a couple of years to rebuild. So Miami will not be ranked the rest of the season. They probably won't be ranked next year at the start of the season. It might take until maybe the end of until like late November of next year until they end up being ranked again and very competitive in the ACC. But right now, I don't see them winning the ACC this year or next year. I know it's still early, but come on. Really? Middle Tennessee? You really had to lose to them? Really? Alright. Underrated team this week. Guess who it is again? Yep, that's right, Kansas. 2 weeks in a row. Kansas is now the underdog favorite to win the Big 12. 4-0. Beating Duke this week. In an amazing fact, it was a close game. But once again, they're still the number one highest scoring offense in the country. Yeah, they need some defense to work on. Just wait until they play high-powered offense in the Big 12. We know they see that. And plus, they're highest scoring offense, number one in the country. Let's just wait until they play some good defense. There is some really good defense in the Big 12. Alright, they got Iowa at home Saturday, 2:30 on ESPN2. It's going to be a good treat because Iowa State's got the offense, they got the defense, so going to be a good test to see, is Kansas going to be underrated once again moving into next week? Three straight in a week? I don't know. Let's find out. I can't wait. Anyway, some NFL Week 3 recaps. What we got going on here this week? Well, the Pro Bowl no more. Yep, that's right. The NFL is not doing the Pro Bowl anymore. They're going to stick with the skill challenge and competitive instead. So dodgeball, some other things I've heard about. I really don't pay attention. I like the Pro Bowl. I think it's fun. Yeah, it's fun to watch when it's competitive. All right? A lot of players lately have been too afraid to get injured. Come on! It's an honor to play that. Let's play some football. I want to see it. The best players in NFL all playing each other, and you're not going to do that anymore? Yeah, I know they're afraid to get injured, but come on, do some more tackling. I mean, you can still be a little aggressive and not get injured. Anyway, recapping. Chiefs, Colts. Very close game. Came down to the wire. Colts find the way to win the game with a field goal. Bills favored up in there in the NFL. Not enough to beat the Dolphins. They win 21-19. Jaguars are back. What? Yeah. Jaguars is actually a good football team, winning 38-10 over the Chargers. Also, the other LA team is having a great time, beating the Cardinals 20-12. 49ers, Broncos. What a weird game to watch, especially if you got 11 yards in the end zone. He was totally out of bounds. Anyway, they still found a way to win 11-10 for the Broncos. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. Last time these two play together. Likely, unless both these two quarterbacks decide to come back again. But the Packers find a way to take down high-powered offense Tom Brady, winning 14-12. Wow, what a way to shut down the two best quarterbacks in the league. All right, we got some Monday Night Football tonight. Kick it off at just 7:15. Cowboys, Giants, another close game. Giants are 2-0. Cowboys are 1-1. Who's going to match it up? I got the Cowboys winning this game. Alright, time back to college football action. Let's check out my rankings for this week. Some big changes in the lower part of my rankings. The top 10, really not much, but let's check it out. At 21, I got Oklahoma State. Yes, they dropped in my rankings, even with the bye week. 22, Wake Forest. I dropped it way down, even with that loss to Clemson in overtime. I still need to drop them after that, otherwise I'll need to get some heat on me. Kansas State in my rankings now. Kansas moved up a spot. Arkansas drops down to 8. I was really wanting to drop them out, but I felt that I would get laughed at because they were in the AP poll, and they almost beat A&M, so I got to keep them ranked. Anyway, Pitt 16, Ole Miss 17, BYU 18, Minnesota 19. We got 20, Penn State. Yeah, that's right. A bunch of key teams moving up. BYU fell after, even I think they won 2, and I really didn't like the way they played either. So I had to drop them down a couple of spots. But anyway, yeah, a really good game for all these teams, really. All right, moving up to my next one. Number 11, I got A&M. Yep, they're number 11 after that win. 12, Oklahoma, they fell. Number 13, I got Clemson moving up. 14, I got USC. 15, I got Washington. Yep, Oklahoma only fell 5 spots with that loss. A&M up 1. Clemson, USC stays the same. Even though they were close wins, they still won them though, but they were close. So keeping them where they are at. Washington moving up some big spots into the top 15. All right, who's in my top 10? Let's find out. At number 7, I got Utah in the playoff race. 8, I got Oregon in the playoff race. Number 9, I got Baylor, I think just out of the playoff race. Let's see how this week goes. And NC State at 10. Top 6 is next. Alright, what do you think of my 10 through 25 so far? Again, all these teams moved up a spot with Oklahoma loss. Alright, let's see here. With Tennessee's big win over Florida, do I make any changes in the top 6? Let's find out. Alright, number 1, still Ohio State. Yep, one big. They're looking like the favorite right now. I love the way they play. Alabama putting up, 50 points on Vanderbilt? I don't even remember the score. They scored so many points. Their only bad game was against Texas. And they still look like the number 2 team right now. Is Georgia still 3 despite almost losing to Kent State? Yes, they are. Alright, 4 through 6. Who do I got at 6? What do you think? Kentucky. Alright, do I keep Michigan at 4 and Tennessee at 5? Drum roll, please. Who do I got at 4? I got Tennessee moving up to 4th spot with that big win over Florida. I really wasn't that impressed with Michigan as after they had a good hot start against Maryland, but they let them come back in the game. So I had to have them drop a spot. And their non-conference game really wasn't that strong. So, and Maryland is a good, tough team in the Big Ten, but really not that competitive right now. So, I just have, and Tennessee's got a win over ranked opponents. So, I got to give them the edge on that one. AP top 6 stays saying Georgia 1, Alabama 2, Ohio State 3. They got USC jumps into the top 6 right now with Oklahoma's loss. That's really the only change. And then at 5, at 4 they got Michigan still. And at 5 they got Clemson. Wow. Even with that, I still don't agree with the AP poll, really. I mean, the only thing I agree with right now is Alabama right now. And that's really it. Also, some other note. Minnesota, Florida State, and Kansas are all ranked in the AP poll. You can see the rankings right there. Florida, Texas, and Miami all jumped out. The biggest jump in the AP poll, A&M, they went up 6 spots. Now ranked 17. Oklahoma had the biggest drop at 18. Alright, some headlines. Georgia Tech firing some staff. The athletic director and head football coach fired this morning. Wow. So, yeah, not a great start. It's his second year as a head coach for Georgia Tech. Not looking great. Yeah, not the bowl hype they were expecting. Anyway, let's check out what's going around the network. Monday night, we always got the Slate Report podcast at 6 o'clock. If I can get it down and distance done, as I am recording this. I'm going to record Slate Report podcast after I record Down and Distance. This show every Monday at 6 o'clock, but I actually got a program change because I am recording Hot Seat for next Monday, first Monday of the month at 6:30, so October, this Monday. I'm going to move Down and Distance actually Wednesday for this coming week, for next week. Anyway, and always American Game Day every Saturday at 10 a.m. And don't forget to check out our website for the latest news, stats, scores, teams we cover, and scores we're going to talk about. Anyway, that's all going around the network. Right now, back to your regular scheduled program. Alright, thank you, Braden. Thank you for the update. Alright, we got some games early this weekday. Thursday, 7 o'clock, Utah State, BYU. I wouldn't say not much of a big game, but you can go ahead and put my name on BYU. They are for sure 90% they're going to win this game. You can quote me on this. BYU, 90% chance will win this game by halftime. This game will be over by halftime. Friday, we got a late Pac-12 game, alright? 9:30 ESPN. Number ranked. They're ranked now. Washington at 15 versus undefeated UCLA. Both these two teams are undefeated right now. I think they're both 4-0. You can probably check me on this. But anyway, I've got Washington winning this game big, 14 points. It will be a fourth-quarter game, but they will find a way to win in the fourth quarter. All right, back to some weekend games early in the morning. All right, 11 o'clock noon. Kentucky, Ole Miss. Good SEC battles really show. Is Kentucky back? We're going to find out. Is Ole Miss able to hang in with their coordinators, offense and defensive coordinators leaving? We're going to find out. I'll have my picks on American Game Day, but it's going to be a really close game. Fourth-quarter game for sure. It might even go to overtime. All right, I'm almost done as I'm just over 30 minutes. Anyway, Big 12 game! Texas Tech, newly ranked 25 Kansas State. I really think they should be ranked higher after the way they beat Oklahoma. And I know they lost to Tulane, but they are a really good competitive team. Texas Tech, looking really good. Just beat a Texas team who nearly took down Alabama. Why is this done on primetime? And it's on ESPN+. Come on, media! Give this a better time spot and a better media time. Come on. Oregon State. Number 12, Utah. Once again, the media doesn't want any of us to see a Pac-12 network early in the morning. At least in the morning, not at dark. But come on. Big game. I want to see this. Oregon State nearly take off the highest-ranked Pac-12 team. Utah, my favorite to win the Pac-12. I want to see this game. Why is it almost just limited to the West Coast? Come on. Man, I am so mad at the media right now. Anyway, CBS knows how to do it. Alabama, Arkansas. This is the big SEC battle. Yeah, I know Arkansas just lost to A&M, but I've been hyping up this game for a while as Arkansas is a favorite to potentially not win the SEC, but they will pull off an upset. You probably wouldn't expect. Probably won't be this one, but it will be maybe down the road. But important game to keep an eye on. Once again, Clemson's in an ACC battle. NC State going against Clemson. Top 10 matchup. Big game. I cannot wait to see this one. Once again, I wondered if Clemson was getting ready for this game coming off Wake Forest, but Wake Forest may have been the better team. But we're going to find out which of the three teams in the ACC are the best. We're going to find out later on that afternoon. And also, 2:30 on Fox. I'm surprised this isn't prime time. Big 12 champ rematch, Oklahoma State, Baylor. This is a big hype game. After what happened last year, Oklahoma State losing by inches, we got a rematch. How are they going to do as they are now higher ranked than Baylor this year? How are they going to respond? This is our game of the week. Can't wait to see that. All right, thanks for watching Down the Distance. I'll see you Wednesday. Next Wednesday at 6 o'clock on a new time because we're doing a hot seat. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you on American Game Day Saturday.